Today we're taking a look at St. Mary's vs Gonzaga match, which is happening on Monday, March 8, 2021, and giving you our betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. College basketball's lone undefeated team will begin its postseason run on Monday night in Las Vegas when the #1 Gonzaga Bulldogs take on the St. Mary's Gales in the WCC tournament semifinals. Gonzaga finished the regular season at a perfect 24-0, including an 86-69 win over the Loyola Marymount Lions in the regular season finale on February 27 as a 25-point favorite. St. Mary's is the 4th seed in the WCC tournament at 14-8, and survived a 52-47 slugfest with Loyola Marymount in Saturday's quarterfinal as a 5.5-point favorite. Gonzaga completed the regular season sweep with a 73-59 win at St. Mary's in late January, followed by an 87-65 triumph in Spokane 3 weeks ago. With each team covering the spread once, the Bulldogs have now won 5 straight in the heated rivalry, dating back to the 2019 WCC championship game. St. Mary's won an absolute defensive struggle in their quarterfinal matchup with Loyola Marymount to advance to the semifinals. The Gales ran their record to 14-8 overall on the season with the victory. St. Mary's trailed by 4 early in the game, led by 3 at the half, and opened the second half with an 8-2 run to take a 32-23 lead with 12:02 to play. The Gales surrendered a 12-3 run to see the game tied at 35 with 7:33 to play before regrouping with a 7-0 run over their own. St. Mary's didn't let Loyola Marymount closer than 3 the rest of the way en route to the victory. The Gales shot 39.5% from the field, including 2 of 15 from three-point range, and held the Lions to 37.2% shooting in the contest. Logan Johnson led St. Mary's with 25 points in the win. On the year, St. Mary's is averaging 64.5 points per game to this point, putting them 319th in the nation in scoring offense. The Gales are hauling down an average of 34.6 rebounds a night while handing out 10.7 assists a night on the year. St. Mary's is allowing an average of 61.6 points per game so far this season, putting them 11th in the nation in scoring defense. Tommy Kuz is second on the team with 12.5 points, 3.7 rebounds and 4.9 assists per contest this year. Matthias Tass, 10.9 points, 5.3 boards, and Logan Johnson, 13.4 points, 3.6 rebounds, are each averaging in double figures as well. St. Mary's is looking to get more production from guys like Dan Fatu, Judah Brown, Alex Dukas, Jabe Mullins, Limit Bachler, Jill Saxon and Carbone to help their leading scorers. The Gales are shooting 42.4% from the field as a team on the year coming into this contest. St. Mary's has connected on 6.3 three-pointers per contest on the year, while they are shooting 30.1% from beyond the arc. While the Bulldogs have the #1 overall seed in the NCAA tournament locked up no matter what, but will still look to pick up some more WCC hardware this week, starting with a rivalry win on Monday. Gonzaga got off to a slow start with Loyola Marymount leading 20-15 midway through the first half, but the Bulldogs responded with runs of 12-1 and 14-2 to take command early in the second. Corey Kispert capped off his terrific senior season with 24 points on June 10, shooting from three-point range, while Drew Tima added 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. The Bulldogs shot 58.9% from the field with 32 trips to the free throw line to clinch the perfect regular season. It would be great to join the esteemed company, head coach Mark Few said about potentially heading into the NCAA tournament unbeaten to the Associated Press. But it's not going to be easy. The conference tournament just amps up several notches here as teams are playing for their lives now to survive and play in the greatest sporting event in the world. Gonzaga has not been nearly as dominant against the spread at 11-11-2, and has failed to cover in its last 2 games after getting off to slow starts against Loyola Marymount and Santa Clara. Overs are 13-11 for the Bulldogs, and each of their last 5 games have gone over the betting total. The Bulldogs are the highest scoring team in the nation at 92.9 points per game on shooting splits of 64.6% from 2, also the best mark in college basketball, and 36.1% from 3. Opponents are putting up 69.3 points per game against the Bulldogs while shooting 46.5% from 2 and 33% from beyond the arc. Kispert will likely be named an All-American at 19.5 points per game on elite shooting splits of 55.6% from the field, 46.3% from 3 and 88.9% from the free throw line. Tima is also a National Player of the Year finalist at 18.9 points and 7.1 rebounds per game on 65.1% shooting from the floor. Gonzaga expects to have no injuries or absences for Monday's game. I know you guys are waiting for the most important part in that video, the betting tips. But trust me, these information are critical for your betting picks. So listen carefully, for what I'm about to share with you is crucial. This is a rare down year for St. Mary's, but the Gales managed to win their opening WCC tournament game over Loyola Marymount on Saturday in a defensive slugfest. Despite being in striking distance throughout, Loyola Marymount never led after the 1500 hours mark of the first half, and Tommy Kuz's 3 with 2:53 to go gave St. Mary's some breathing room, up 45-39. Logan Johnson was the offense for St. Mary's with 25 points on September 15th, shooting from the floor, with Kuz adding 12 points. It was all about the Gales' defense, which held Loyola Marymount to 37.2% shooting the field while forcing 16 turnovers. St. Mary's falls to 10-12 against the spread, and has now failed to cover in 6 of its last 7 games after Eli Scott's layup at the buzzer on Saturday resulted in a bad beat. Overs are 8-14 for the Gales thus far, with each of their last 4 games going under the betting total after Saturday's defensive struggle. The Gales feature some of the lowest scoring games in the nation, as they average 64.5 points per game on 49.9% shooting from 2 and 30.1% shooting from 3. St. Mary's is 11th nationally in scoring defense at 61.6 points per game allowed on opponent shooting splits of 45.1% from 2 and 34.9% from beyond the arc. Johnson leads the Gales in scoring with 13.4 points per game on an efficient 47.5% from the field. Kuz has added 12.5 points per game while leading the team with 4.9 assists and 1.5 steals per contest. St. Mary's had a full roster available for the quarterfinal and doesn't expect any absences for Monday. So here's what I suggest betting on in this game. I'll first give you a full game side bet, and then I'll give you the full game total pick bet. While Gonzaga is the best team in the nation and will no trouble winning here straight up, it has been far from perfect against this massive spreads and plagued by slow starts in recent WCC games in particular. St. Mary's playstyle and defensive strength makes the Gales hard to build such a huge lead, and they managed to cover easily in one meeting with Gonzaga while falling 2 points short in another as a result. After Saturday's dominant defensive performance, the Gales are up to 13th in KenPom efficiency and held Gonzaga to a season-low 73 points in the first meeting. St. Mary's runs knee of the slowest tempos in the nation, and might slow down this game even more than usual against the lethal Gonzaga offense, and getting up by more than 17, with limited possessions, won't be easy. The biggest key here could be Gonzaga putting in the bench even earlier than in the regular season, as there's no reason risking injury this close to the NCAA tournament, and the Bulldogs have blown a number of covers in garbage time already this season. St. Mary's will be playing hard with a last gasp at turning around a down season, and do just enough defensively to cover here. So my advice to you is to pick St. Mary's plus 17.5. As ugly as St. Mary's games tend to be, the total just isn't enough with college basketball's highest scoring team on the other side, as Gonzaga is pairing historic efficiency numbers with the 4th fastest tempo in the nation. Not even a great defense can stop the Bulldogs, as Gonzaga has only been held to fewer than 80 points twice this year. and went off for 87 points and 1.23 points per possession in the second game with St. Mary's, as the teams went over this number comfortably. The Gales could be sped up a little in this game, as they will likely find themselves down by 10 to 15 points at some point in the second half, and will use a little less of the shot clock as a result. Gonzaga's defensive intensity will also likely drop a bit as the end-of-bench players come in down the stretch, as this game will have the highest possession total in any contest featuring St. Mary's this season. It will be a little more high-scoring than typical Gales game and go over the total again. My advice for you is to pick over 142. Anyway, we reached the end of our video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, push that notification bell, give us a like and a comment. Stay tuned and stay safe.